Okay, this is What Remains of Edith Finch. It's a short game. It's only meant to last 3 hours or so. A story-driven game. I think it's like one of these walking simulator games, which I haven't played too many of. I've played what's the one on the PlayStation 4? Everybody's Gone to Rapture. I played that, so I think it's possibly going to be similar to that. I don't know what the controls are, so let's find out.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, controls. Let me just check controls. Okay. Audio. Ultra. Don't know about that. Whatever.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Let's try that. Okay.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Okay.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Let's go this way. Stream looks a bit choppy. I hope it's okay.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
So apologies if it is choppy. I'm not used to streaming modern games, shall we say.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
What a funny looking house. Blimey.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Let's get in there.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Missing child? Can't quite read it. Someone Finch. Hilda? Milton?
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Imagine owning this house, inheriting this house, 17-year-old.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. Inherited a house, but we don't have front door keys. Brilliant. Through the dog flap. Okay.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
The old tennis ball on a string. My granddad used to do that.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Apple pie. Nice.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. Where does this key go to? That's where we just came in, I think. So that's the front door.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
It wasn't Milton. What's this? It's all sealed up. Okay. Upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Alright.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Uh-huh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, so now I'm Molly.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ugh. Nice.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Got it.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I think Mum's lost it.
I kept eating and eating.
Eating toothpaste. Yeah. Grim.
I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Oof.
I was a cat.
Wasn't expecting that. Now what? What do I do now? Oh, sugar.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Because you're a bloody cat. Where is this bird? Up there. Let's get it. Boom. Let's go to its nest. Nope.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up,
Oh.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
So, am I flying? Okay. No. Did I get it? Yes. Nice.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Yeesh.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay.
A mama rabbit.
Got it.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay. Taking a bit of a strange twist. Yeah. What have we got to get back to the sea? Roll.
I rolled
Oh.
off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Nice. What have we got? Let's follow this. Follow the light. Oh, there's something. Let's get this bugger.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Now eat it. Yeah.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where'd he go? There he is. Let's get after him. Yeah, you're in trouble.
Grabbed on tight. I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What the fuck is that? What am I now?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
That's strange. How weird.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Here we go.
I wanted to stop it, but also I didn't.
Drunk sailor. What are we gonna do with this fella? Who should we eat? This guy? Or nice. How do we get to this other guy? Out here. Yeah, let's go. There must be stairs, yeah.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. Across the water, I spotted a canoe. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I was not expecting this game to be like this, put it that way. This was a surprise to me.
I got closer and closer.
Molly. So this is my bedroom. Where am I meant to be going? Could eat my gerbil. I'll sit under. There we go. Oh, my
All my
stomach.
stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Well, that was a strange
I'm
story.
not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay. That's Molly. So she died when she was 10. So I'm Edith, who was born in 1999. Brother Milton died. Brother Lewis died. So Molly is... her ancestor, I guess. Oh, Edie. So who's Edie? Edie is someone who died recently, but was old. Was, yeah, very old. Okay. Where's this cat?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Okay, great-grandma. Okay, so this is Edie's room.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Mole man. The mole.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Okay. Is this it set in Norway?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
How do I stop this? Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
That's Odin. Bit of a nut job.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Everything in here? What's this? Pills. Okay. Maybe that's everything in here. Oh, what's this? Shrine sketches. Can I go back out? No. There's obviously more to do in here. What about this door? Does the door go anywhere?
Even in
Yes.
the 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Good lord.
It was a pretty big trace.
That carpet in the bathroom gonna be full of piss and shit. Uh-huh.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Okay.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Uh-huh. Nice. Dark room?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay. Let's get a bit more comfortable. Fort Calvin. So what's this? A young lads. Okay.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom.
Gotta get swinging. Back.
At the Harvard funeral, he
Forward.
swore he'd never be afraid again.
Back.
And he wasn't.
Forward.
Calvin always wanted to fly.
Am I gonna fly off? Here we go.
Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
This is
I
it.
told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Here we go. Can we go round? Are we
That's
gonna
what I
go
wanna
flying?
remember about my brother.
Fucking hell. Ugh.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
We're flying. We're off. Yeah, we're back.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So what happened to Calvin? He literally did fly off a swing. I don't know.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, another fancy door.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Wish my house had passages like this. Who's this fella?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Oh, Odin.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, it's Barbara. Okay, so we've been up here, haven't we? Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with. If she
Okay,
hadn't
that's
died in
one of the
1947.
first rooms we went in. One with a gerbil. One who turned into a cat. Okay, cool. Which room's this? Gregory. Ooh,
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
blimey, Gregory didn't last long. 1 year. Calvin, so that's
My Grandpa Sam spent 7
One
years
we've just
sharing a
been
room
in.
with his dead brother, Calvin.
Barbara, here we go. The one everyone asks about.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay. So we haven't been in there, have we? How are we going to get in there? Let's go up here.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay, so rooms we've all been in. Maybe pop downstairs again.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Okay. Oh, what's
A
this?
lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Sounds a bit windy. Oh, what's this?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Maybe that's just something I missed. Nothing new.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Dawn Finch. Try this again. Can't get in the basement, can we? Is that Bigfoot? Oh, she was in a film about Bigfoot, wasn't she? Barbara, dear Babs. This is just back in the garage. Do I go back outside?
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Nope. Okay, so I'm missing something. Back to the house. Let's go back upstairs. Not in that room, we've been in that room. That's sealed off. Oh, that's right, yeah. Wicked. So we can go in this room now. Oh, this is Barbara's room.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Cast aside. So how old was she? Oh, not old. Was that 16? Yeah.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven.
Oh dear, poor
He
Sven.
slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the
Shit.
emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was canceled.
Ah, gutted. Gutted, Babs.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Ah.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Uh-huh.
I'll be back in a sec.
Nice.
20 minutes later,
So we can get in the basement now, where there's
Barbara
puzzles.
went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Wicked, I'm now inside the comic book. Halloween music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
What a tune this is.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Yeesh.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
What's he in the fridge?
Oh dear!
All a big trick. It's all a big trick.
Just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act
Rick,
furious.
a prick.
All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay.
What's up with dear Walt?
But
Uh-oh.
this is a trick. You're dead, Walter.
What's up with Walter? Alright, how we gotta get there? I like this. It's good, clever. Oh. Left or right? This way? Right, I reckon. Nope. Walter Finch.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished. His bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Oh dear. Where's Walter?
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
Window. Door. Smash these books up. No.
She played her part beautifully.
Whack him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, roller skate.
But she sensed the story might not be over
Oh,
yet.
go and whack him. Go and properly whack him. Go a bit quicker, love. Oh, shit.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Front door. Where's the front door? It's this way, isn't it? Probably Rick again. Alright.
dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What?
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Big scream.
I wasn't there myself, but dear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ew.
That's what I call a real
Jeez.
eerie tale.
Lovely. Lovely sense of humour. Cool, I like that. That was clever.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was.
Okay,
What Edie saw was a happy ending.
so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something like that. Okay. Let's go and get that key.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Mm-hmm. Where is that? It's downstairs in that basement. Just keep turning it, Babs. Keep turning, keep turning. Yes. There we go. We're in. Basement. Lots of puzzles, apparently. Pool table. I wish I had a pool table in a basement. It'd be amazing. Boiler. So what's this? Is this
Mom
this
said
is
the basement was off limits.
Sven's
Unless I wanted
territory.
another tetanus shot.
Does he make gnomes? Or just there?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Not a fridge. What the fuck is this?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Dear Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
This is peaches.
I was expected to be dead tomorrow.
More peaches.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
What's this? 1976.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
You still eat peaches every day.
And then one day, everything just...
2005.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
How long did he spend down there? 50 years.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave.
Not surprised, mate.
Well, I still can.
Where's he getting the peaches from?
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one real day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Ooh. How old was he? 53. God, that's bloody old for
Walter died
53.
when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
That's what happens when all you eat is peaches. You look very old. Alright, that's Walter.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Let's go down here then.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Anyone else got an uncle under the house?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
What's that red light then? Wonder if we're gonna find
I don't
out.
know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Who's she writing to?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
So we're around the back of the house now. Nope. Nope. Yeah, we're going up here, are we?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Rest in peace, dear Bob.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Lurpy, here's Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, and Dear Burpy. Oh, and Derpy Jr. God rest their souls.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Pretty unlucky, weren't they? 10, 11. Even that's not very old, was that 49? That's a decent age. Dear Edie did well. Water, not that yet old. Barbara, 16.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, what's that? That's the sunken house, is it? The boat. Let's have a look.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Hmm. Now what?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
So what's that? 13, 33, and God, 1. Not even, I don't know, can't work it out. Too late for simple maths. A-level maths kicking in. Milton. He was the boy who was missing, wasn't he? I don't know who this Sanjay Kumar is.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Who's Sanjay Kumar? Don't sound like a Finch.
I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday.
Let's go up in the treehouse.
Looking out for myself.
Get up there.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
What? Fuck off. This is madness. Here we go, we're up in the
I never
attic.
met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Just clean the old specs. Bear with me. Oh, we're 1 hour 10 in. It's meant to be about a 3-hour completion, this game. What's the time? 11:15. I want to do it in one go if I can. Might be a bit of a late night, but be nice if I can do it in one go. Let's see. As long as I don't get stuck, it should be doable. Who's this fella?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, Dawn.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What am I meant to be taking a photo of? Or maybe this bird.
Aw.
Where's it flying off to? No. What did I say about not getting stuck?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Nothing quite like being outside.
Nice. That's
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
cheers.
Hey.
Say cheese.
That's a keeper.
A little more gas in the tank, I guess. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I'll try.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Focus.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Maybe one of you taking a dump.
Let's see. Maybe. Was it? Could have been. Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of him.
What's she gonna shoot?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
Eesh. Oh dear.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Run, 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 run. She's really pleased, mate. Done really well. Run.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's.
totally
Eesh.
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Ugh. Fuck. Fuck. Oh dear. Well,
Of all these stories,
got his own
that's
back.
the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
God, 33 that bloke was apparently. So, how old was Dawn? She's born in 68 and her dad died in 83. Okay, so she was 15. Oh dear. Poor old Sam.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah, what's in here? Porno, probably. No. Bound to be a porn stash somewhere.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory. Is this the baby who died? Age 1. I think. Yeah.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh. I'm controlling the frog.
Move over, Gregory. It's time to.
Ah.
Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
God, how's
Yeah,
Gregory gonna die?
Talk right now.
Oh.
I wonder what he saw.
Oh, wicked. Let's try and catch a duck. Ooh. No.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
How can we get the whale in? I want to get the whale in.
It sure made him happy.
Got it in. tune. God knows what it is. Famous one. I'm no classical music man, I'm afraid. Am I meant to be doing something here, or just messing about? Maybe try and get it out the window. What's that say? Don't know.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
Now what?
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh, we're getting divorced. He's not gonna drown, is he? Got a nasty feeling he's gonna drown, isn't he?
I wish you could have told us.
Hmm.
About the world he saw.
Here we go.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Poor Gregory. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Be a baby. Oh. 100 crunches. 100 push-ups. Blimey. More than I can do. Oh, can I climb up here? Yes.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
This woman's 22 weeks pregnant.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta. She met
Sanjay.
my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. So that's who Sanjay is, or was. Ah. Is that it? So let's go back up again, just in case I missed something. Don't think I've missed anything. Okay. I think that's
I can't imagine my mom ever writing
not
a poetry
everything.
line yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard.
It's just a kite.
Before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Make his bride.
Oops. Oops. How's this?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Nice.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Okay. Do I go in a tent? No. Smash a tent up. Oh, there's words on the floor here. Yeah, fuck up those chairs.
Then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Okay, we gotta fuck this tent up. There we go. Let's fuck the tent up. Or not. Ah. Maybe not. Not yet, anyway.
That sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Mm-mm. See what happens now. Yep.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Gus.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
What about Dawn? Oh, there's the kite. Where to now?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay, we're all done. Done here. Now where? No? Maybe we're not done. Okay. Maybe we're not done. Let's have another look in here. Missing anything? Nope. Saving. Dawn. How did I learn about Dawn? Go up again. I've done everything I can up here. Gotcha.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. Beginning at the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Is Milton really dead? I guess we're gonna find out. Not got a date of death. Everyone else seems to be dead.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Oh, nice. Here's young Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That is one big fucking flip book. Ridiculously big flip book. Don't seem to be getting any bigger.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay, let's get a death date there. 2003. It's Dawn's mum, is she? I don't know. Should know. Should have been paying attention, but obviously I'm not. Okay.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Bloody hell. Definitely gonna go up there, I reckon. Surely. Go out to the old house. Up. Keep going up. Can I go up? Yes.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Some sort of very small boat. Oh, this is a room I just looked
Lewis's
in.
room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
He liked a bit of the old blaze by the looks of things. What's this? The Wonderland Turbo. Looks slightly original PlayStation, but cartridge based.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Sounds a bit like me.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Yes. Nice.
He kept working at the cannery.
Don't cut your hand off, mate.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
This is very strange. Cutting fish's heads off.
On the edge of a city named Lewis Topia.
Controlling some other game. I've got to cut some more fish to open this bridge, alright? There we go.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
was bullshit.
were all in his imagination.
Because he smoked too much dope. Oh.
He held an election for mayor.
He's gonna be king.
And he won.
Not surprised. Now
They
where?
begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Hey, GP V420. How you doing? Well, I'm now on a boat. Where are we going to sail to?
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting
don't
away
crash.
from our reality.
Steer.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
So one day he ran out of
Even as
Lewis
his mother
puns.
pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Why is he doing it one-handed? Oh, we're in the boat again.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Let's play it straight. Let's play it straight down the middle.
The Queen was on her own quest for...
Sinister serpents. Why not?
Sinister serpents.
Yeesh.
He followed the sound of her...
Silver harp. Move.
silver harp.
Here we go, here's the music. Oh, beautiful, beautiful harp.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Here she is, where is she?
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Sure, here comes a fish now. Can't see the fish cutter anymore.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
This is so weird. Cutting fishes' heads off
Success in the real world.
whilst playing this silly little game.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Bet it fucking stinks.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Finally lost
Alice
it.
would be packed with his companions.
He's lost it.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Let's go to this place. Is this a beautiful princess? I reckon it could be. With a beautiful harp.
Queen waited, holding his crown.
Oh, now my queen.
There was only one thing left to do.
Put it on. Ooh. This doesn't look too promising, does it? This looks like a fish guillotine.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Good lord. That took rather a nasty twist.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Okay. Who's left? Sanjay, Dawn, Sven, Edie, Ingeborg. Okay. Let's get going.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
This is Dawn's room, is it? Looks like it.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What's this? Oh, ladder.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Yeah, what happened? Edith, this is my bedroom. Sweet.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very specific.
I left a
Piss off.
for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit. Sorry, I pressed escape.
You're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, we can get to the house.
It was the
We can
first
get
and
to the
last
house.
time I ever saw the old house aground.
Here we go.
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it
Get out
smelled
there.
awful.
Yeesh.
No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try.
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed.
Whoops.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Yeah.
next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh, where'd she go?
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot.
Oh.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Eesh. Dawn Finch is about to go, I think.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
What am I meant to be in? Looks like a
Now I hope
vag.
you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask.
Edith
But I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
is
I want
dead.
you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
Pretty cursed family, isn't it? Fuck you know. So is that her little boy? She was pregnant. Possibly. Nah. Good game. I did it in just over 2 hours. 2 hours 5. So it is a short game, but it's good fun. Interesting to have a game which is pretty much story driven. No real puzzles, were there? It's a good game to stream on Twitch, I think. Because you can do it in one sitting. And you can chat about stuff. It'd be better if there was more people in the chat, but I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks, so there isn't nobody. So I might look for more games of this ilk to stream. Along with all the usual retro stuff, SNES and Mega Drive. Maybe some other platforms. I don't know what other platforms to do. I had an Amiga growing up, but I can't really think of what Amiga stuff would be good for streaming. Speedball 2 maybe, but then you could just do the Mega Drive version, which would probably be easier to play or emulate. I do have an Amiga 1200 here, but God knows how I'd get that set up to stream. I'd have to get it to outputting HDMI somehow and put it through my capture card. It sounds a massive ball ache. I'd rather just play Mega Drive ROM. Anyway, I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. Let's just watch the credits. Everyone's kids photos. That scary owl when we were suddenly playing the role of an owl or a cat, killing rabbits, chasing birds. Quite a forehead on that guy. Ooh. Well, I hope the streamed okay. Looks a little bit jerky on my preview, but that might just be the way it's doing it. The stream health is excellent. It's uploading at 6 megabits. So that all looks good. Oh, the old Chinese food in boxes. Something I've never had Chinese food in boxes. You always see it in movies and it always looks so good. They come in plastic tubs over in the UK. The end. There we go. What Remains of Edith Finch? Good game. Liked it. Recommend. Replayer story is available. Nah. Sort of game you just want to play for once. Quit the game, yes. So, achievements. Oh, there's loads of achievements I've missed. I got 3 out of 9. Oh well. Anyway, that's What Remains of Edith Finch. Completed. Did it in 2 hours 5 minutes. Not bad. Good game. Recommend it. Although, if you just watch me stream it, you probably wouldn't want to go out and pay 15 quid for it. But yeah, it's a good game. Enjoyed it. Anyway, I'm off. See you later.